Have you ever heard of the story of the frog in the boiling pot? Hi friends, welcome. This is Diana Says. Once upon a time, a chef wanted to cook a frog. He made sure to turn on the gas stove and to make sure the water was boiling in the pot. That way the water in the pot was already boiling and ready to put the frog in and cook it and get it ready to eat. So he grabbed the frog and put it in the boiling pot. But right after the frog was thrown inside the boiling pot, the frog immediately jumped out and escaped. So the chef realized that he couldn't just throw the frog inside the boiling pot. He had to do something different. So next time, instead of making sure that the pot was boiling before throwing the frog in, he left the pot in room temperature. So the water was warm and really nice. Then he grabbed the frog and he put it inside the pot with the room temperature water. In that case, it was like some sort of a pool jacuzzi time for the frog. The frog was having a great time in the warm water. While the frog was having relaxing time in the jacuzzi pot, the chef started to turn on the heat, but just a little bit. So for the frog, it was like, well, the jacuzzi is getting a little hotter, it's getting a little warmer. It's really nice. And then the chef turned the heat just a little bit hotter, just a little bit up. And then the frog was like, oh, well, this is a little bit hotter, but it's really good still. And then the chef turned it even just a little bit hotter and a little bit hotter. And the frog was nice and a little bit hotter. And the frog was nice until it got to a point that the water was boiling and the frog was too weak to be able to jump out. The frog was already getting cooked. And the frog didn't even notice. He thought it was a jacuzzi time in the pot. This way, the chef was able to cook the frog and have a tasty meal. The end. This is a sad and cautionary tale because a lot of times we don't realize that we are the frog, and a lot of times we do not realize the dangers of gradual change in a way that doesn't benefit us. This can be the effects of gradual change, like the complacency, conformity, feeling like leaving things for tomorrow, getting a little bit lazier every day, eating a little bit more bad food or fast food every day. Sometimes when we realize the change in a shocking way, like a big change, or for example, if we suddenly quit the gym, we will see the changes right away. Like maybe not in our bodies, but we will definitely see that we quit the gym. But if instead of quitting right away, we just stop going today, or we just go and do half of our workout, we just do the cardio part and we don't do the weightlifting part, or we just half-ass it, as they say. We missed one day, then 2 days in a row, then we just go and half do the workout. And then the next thing we know, we quit the gym without even noticing that we quit the gym. And we're not exercising at all. Or for our mental health, for example, if we start having like little bad thoughts here and there, or little bad practices for our mental health here and there, maybe we won't realize it as being depressed or sad right away. If we are happy and we are in a good mood, but then realize, we're sad, we'll do something about it right away. But if it's just a little thought here, a little thought there, I'm not gonna make my bed today kind of action, and then the next thing we know, we're depressed in bed all day. And even in a more political way, without making any political comments on any sides here, but for example, if the leaders start changing the constitution here and there, if the leaders start doing things that are not good for the overall public or for the public that they represent, whichever country we're talking about, probably the people from that country won't realize as if they were just going to do it right away and take all the measurements and maybe become a dictatorship regimen right away. But instead, they kind of do one political measurement over there, and when they change the education system, and then they change the constitution here, and then they are changing the school books to say that the political system is the most important thing, etc., etc. And then 20 years after that, people don't even realize that they are living in a dictatorship regimen and that they cannot escape. This is an extreme case that has been seen in several countries. Their case, not trying to mention any one in particular, but this is the gravity of this. And the same way for business, if we start doing our business wrong, we start cutting corners here, cutting corners there, making our product cheaper, or instead of making our product good quality, we start reducing the quality in order to keep the same price. Maybe we will notice the change right away, but maybe in a couple of years we won't have as many customers anymore, or maybe we'll be replaced by the competition, etc., etc., etc. There are many consequences of the gradual change, and it's important to realize that a lot of times in our lives we are that frog and we don't realize that the pot is boiling because maybe it's not boiling right away. Maybe we are the ones turning the heat up, being lazy or having attitudes that don't match our dream or our best self. Maybe it's other people that are the chef that are trying to boil us for some reason. But in that case, it's good to know that there are consequences of those small incremental actions, and it's our moment to jump, and it's a moment to make it stop, to stop turning the heat on, or to figure out what we're gonna do. But if we are the frog in that situation, we must realize that something's happening even if we're not feeling it. I hope this serves as a cautionary tale for your business, for your art, for your career, and for everything in your life. Follow for more self-development, business, marketing, and art content. Thank you so much.